Everybody, welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and CoffeeStream episode 493, and hopefully the last nighttime coffee stream for a while. It's been very exhausting trying to keep the stuff going at night, and being mom and getting school stuff done. Like I'm tired. Um it's I'm ready for them to go back on Monday. They're ready to go back on Monday. Um it's just, yeah. So hopefully this will be the last nighttime coffee stream for a bit. So tonight we are going to just have a nice, happy, well, happy is, happy because we're streaming. Nice, happy chat, reading some news, and having a good time, as we always do. I hope everyone is ready to have a good weekend and that they had a relatively good week. And the first story we have tonight is one that I meant to read on Wednesday, but didn't actually get a chance to. So we're gonna start this one, and then there's when a little bit more people come in, there's an article Pincalo sent me. He said read that one cold, so that will do in a little bit. So first, let's read this article that I have here. It's a CBC article about a person on disability pension. So, let's take a look here. Ooh, water. Okay. So, where's the headline here? Where are we here? So this. Sorry. I think this is in Ontario as well. Renter on disability pension given 61% rent increase. That's not legal. Disability or not. And told to shovel own snow. Depending on the property they're renting, that may also not be legal. If they live in an apartment, no, that's not legal. If they live in a house, then yeah, they do have to shovel their own snow. So the subheadline is Ontario company moves to raise rent 8 days after buying building. So yeah, if this is a building, like an apartment building, being told to shovel your own snow, that's not legal. That's up to the property management. Hey, Miho! Glad you're here. Douglas London. Oh, this is the image. Okay. All right. A St. John renter on a disability pension and his wife are hunting for a new place to live after receiving notice of a 61% rent increase from their new landlord and instructions to begin shoveling the snow from the entranceway to their apartment themselves. Yeah, nope. That's not legal in Ontario. If you are the property manager of like a large building, it is not like even when Pincalo and I first got together and we lived in a shitty 6 apartment walk up. It was not our job to shovel the snow. Right? It was the landlord's job to come and shovel the snow. 64-year-old Douglas London and his wife, Anne, have lived at 123 City Line for 4 years. The building was sold in early December 20 to a numbered Ontario company. Huh. I wonder what that company is. On some of the corporate apartment buildings here in Ontario are absolutely garbage. Like, we lived in a high-rise apartment building for what was it? About 5 years, and it was sold about, I think it was 3.5 years into our tenancy, and the company that took over for them was awful. They started raising the rent, and they started raising the rent higher than the regular increase, and they kept applying for and getting approved for the higher than normal increases, because the loophole they were doing was they were making repairs to the buildings, but they were getting contractors that were doing half-assed shitty repairs that were actually making things more unsafe and but they were saying, hey, we've been repairing and renovating these buildings. We need to apply for a higher than normal rent increase, and the landlord tenant board would give it to them because they could provide the receipts for the contractors. So I am familiar with the unvaxxed tax there, Ryan. Yep. I sure am. Um, but yeah, so this is completely illegal what's happening to this couple. Within days, notices of a $380 rent increase. Jesus Christ. And the termination of snow removal around the building were placed in their mailboxes. Or mailbox. I'm sorry. If I'm living in a place that's rent increases going up $380 a month, you damn well still better be removing the snow. Fuck me. That is absurd. Quote, I could have handled a $100 rent increase, but wouldn't have bothered me, said London. Quote, but a $380? No, we couldn't come up with that. No. Like, even if you're not on a disability pension and you have a full-time job, a $380 a month rent increase is ridiculous. But add in the fact that these people are on disability, and it's extra ridiculous. Hello, Costin. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is insane. That's almost $400 a month increase. Nobody can afford that. Like I said, not even somebody working more like 40 hours a week plus. That would be hard for them to come up with. That's crazy. This 8-unit apartment building on City Line in St. John sold for $660,000. $660,000 for an 8-unit apartment building? So this is New Brunswick, not in Ontario. Sorry. But the company that bought it was from Ontario. Okay. The Londons are among a growing number of long-term New Brunswick tenants being hit with substantial rent increases this winter, after the province announced in November it would not join other provinces in setting a limit on what land or on what landlords can charge in 2022. No, there needs to be, like, I am not one of those people that thinks that rent should be, everybody should be given universal subsidized. Like, I don't believe that. But I also don't believe that renting should cost, as it says, about 30 to 35% of your income. And across the board, it is pushing to like 40 to 45 to 50%. And I did hear about the IVF clinics, Ryan. And I can imagine how pissed off that made Dankula, because that's what Sue needed to do. To have Sadie was IVF. So I can imagine how angry Dankula and Sue must be. And how they must feel. This is a Dankula video, Costin. All right. Quote, this increase is necessary to keep up with the rising cost of operating and to maintain consistency with the building read the notice. Dated December 17th. Oh, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, guys. Your rent is going up $380. Quote, thank you for your cooperation in this matter. Wow. Like, that would ruin me. If I got a notice like that, I would probably curl up on the floor and just start crying. London's building and an attached lot were sold on December 9th. Yeah, as for $660,000, it's triple the assessed market value of the properties done by Service New Brunswick. Oh, so is this a subsidized housing? Brampton, Ontario real estate investor Evan Murray is listed as president of the company that bought the property. He did not respond to an email asking about the purchase. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. Just wow. That's insane. And apparently, Canada Homes for Rent, a local property manager, was hired by Murray to deliver all the notices. Oh, wow. That's horrible. Holy shit. Like, not only are they increasing the rent almost $400 a month, but they send out the notices freaking a week before Christmas. Like, holy crap. Could you be any more of a Scrooge? Have you seen the new G4 Very 2016? That I have not. That I have not seen. I've been hearing a lot about G4, but I haven't bothered to look into what's going on. Which maybe I should. Let's see here. So, what's our next article? Our next article is the one that Pinkolo told me to read cold. That's what we're going to do. that is what we're going to do. Remember, while I am getting the next story pulled up, please consider either going to blindpress.net and leaving a tip, or going to the link tree and finding all of the merch links and grabbing yourself some merch. Help me pay down the computer and get a keyboard for this thing, because the shitty part about the Mac Mini is it doesn't come with a keyboard. You have to buy a fucking keyboard. So we still have to do that. So please consider going and grabbing some merch. Okay, let's get to the DM here. Do 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 do. Oh, oops. Okay, here we go. It's very cringe. Very cringe. Oh, is it? I'm not. That doesn't surprise me. At all. It might be a good drunk stream. Oh, maybe. That might be a good idea, actually. Yeah, that might be an idea. An idea, Ryan. Okay. This is gonna make us all very, very angry, because I read the headline, at least, earlier, and I was like, oh boy. This is gonna be this is gonna be bad. So let's get this shared so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right. StreamYard. There we go. All right, let's find that share button. I need to make sure I'm on large screen. Okay, there we go. So this next story, the headline itself is going to enrage us all. And I'm sure the contents is going to just make it worse. Let's see here. Here we go. So, this is from the Toronto Sun. And the title of the article is Woman Gives Up Child After Sperm Donor Lied About Ethnicity and Education. So they're a racist, classist, heartless bitch. Is what that's what the article should say. Racist, heartless, classist bitch gives up her daughter or her baby after her sperm donor reveals, wow. What a horrible lady. A woman in Japan put her child up for adoption and is suing her sperm donor after discovering he lied about his ethnicity and education. Holy shit. Dude, that's not the baby's fault. How can you hate your child enough to be like, oh, it's not even the person that I'm with. It's sperm donor is not the ethnicity I thought he was. So therefore, fuck any bond I may have had with my baby. Because it's not, half of its genes are not what I thought it would be. You I'm glad you shouldn't be able to breed. You shouldn't have been able to breed, lady. The 30-something woman who lives in Tokyo with her husband and firstborn. Wait, so she has a husband, but she needed a sperm donor. That sucks for her husband. Wanted a second child, but decided to find a donor on social media after learning her husband carried a hereditary disease. Well, first of all, you went to social media instead of, oh, I don't know, a legitimate fucking sperm bank. You dumb bitch. And holy wow. Okay, let's keep going here. Skipping past this stupid video. Why do they have to put these in the middle of articles? The donor she chose seemed perfect. Japanese, successful, and a graduate from Kyoto University. They had sex 10 times. Oh, dude, really? How many times? 10. Why are you cheating on your husband to have a child? Just fucking get a sperm donor and do IVF. And like, your poor husband. Your poor, like, your poor oldest. Like, yay, I'm gonna have a brother or a sister. Like, and then, oh no, mommy doesn't want the brother or sister. Like, how do you explain that to your oldest kid? Why is the baby going away? Oh, well, mommy doesn't want him anymore. What? What? Is this gonna happen to me? Like, that's what I would be thinking if I was the oldest. And the poor husband, man. Like, do you think he knew she was gonna actually fuck the guy? Or do you think he thought it was gonna be like IVF or something? So they had sex 10 times before she got pregnant in June 2019, according to a Japanese newspaper. What a horrible person. The woman later discovered the donor had lied and was actually a married Chinese man who did not attend the prestigious university. So he's the wrong type of Asian. And apparently it's okay for you to have sex with somebody else while you're married, but not for him. Right? Is that what I'm understanding here? You racist, hypocritical, horrible person. Wow. Your husband should divorce you and take your oldest child and never let him see you again. Ever. 'Cause you're psycho. You're psycho. How could you give up your baby because of something a sperm donor did? It's not your baby's fault. The woman decided to put the baby up for adoption as it was already too late to abort the pregnancy. She is now suing the donor for 330 million yen, or $3.6 million for fraud, citing, quote, emotional distress caused by his lies. You know what? Your husband should be suing you. And the fact that you would even... I bet you are a story somewhere. at whatever clinic you called. Because I guarantee you, she called to find out if it was too late for for an abortion. I guarantee you she called. And I guarantee you now, there is a clinic somewhere in Tokyo, Japan, that now has a story. Like, there was this lady that called up, and she was upset that the sperm donor of her child was Chinese instead of Japanese, and she wanted to get rid of her child, but she was too far along. No, yeah. You're kidding. No, I'm not kidding. That's how that's gonna go. I swear to God. What the fuck is wrong with this woman? Like I said, her husband should be suing her. Sperm donations in Japan are largely unregulated, according to a Vice News investigation. The country has only one commercial sperm bank and is limited to straight married couples. Well, you're a straight married couple. With just 12 hospitals that conduct the fertility treatment for those who are even eligible. Well, is there a reason she was a straight married couple? She was married to a man. Her husband carries the possibility for a hereditary disease. Like, honestly, this feels like she wanted an excuse to screw around on her husband. And she threw the fact that he had the risk of carrying or giving their whatever unborn child a genetic problem. So she threw that in his face. And instead of even trying to find out if she was eligible with this sperm bank, she just kind of cheated on him, and is now probably going to make it a bonanza on this whole thing. So basically, she cheated on her husband, created life, didn't like the fact that the life she was carrying was a different type of Asian than she was, and is now getting rid of it. And is also probably going to win this case. This is disgusting. Mizuho Sasaki, a child welfare worker, called the woman shallow, or quote, shallow, telling Vice that it's, quote, unacceptable to treat the child like an object. Thank you! However, she did add that, quote, it's better to leave the kid with someone who can be a good foster parent. Yeah, that's true. I shudder to think how that oldest child's life is. Jesus Christ. What a horrible woman. Like, what a horrific lady. I am... Jesus Christ. This is what I mean when I say Agent Smith was right. Because, like, humanity is just... Where's the fucking asteroid? Seriously. Alright. Where are we here? And here's another Toronto Sun article. Shit. Pinkalo, honey, can you please come and refill my water? Okay, where's the share button here? All right. So, this story, like I said, is from the Toronto Sun. Where are we here? Okay. So, here we have this article. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that I'm getting really sick of seeing, like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call out the Americans here. When I see you guys shit all over Canada and Australia and Britain, when shit's going just wrong, just as quickly in your own backyard, it's we're all fucked. Just the sooner everyone gets that through their heads, we're all fucked. Nobody is worse off than anyone else, and it's nobody's fault anymore. We just need to figure out how to get out of being fucked. Okay? 2 states under fire for allegedly using race to determine who gets COVID treatment. So this is by Jeanette Wilfred of the Toronto Sun, published January 13th. And we have an image of somebody getting their first COVID shot. The health departments in Utah and Minnesota are in hot water after being accused of using race as a factor for prioritizing COVID-19 treatments. Not okay. Not okay. Both states' departments of health could be facing discrimination lawsuits after publishing guidance that stated race and ethnicity might be considered when determining eligibility for treatment due to reports of the coronavirus impact on people of color. Reports Fox News. So, wait, COVID-19 affects people of color more than white people? Or does it affect people in lower poverty levels because they live closer together? Is the sun as evil as Toronto? Nothing is as evil as Toronto, Costin. Nothing. Toronto is the bastion of evil. So let's see here. This is, like I said, I really don't like how disingenuous people are about this. Oh, it affects people of color more. Are we sure, or are we just, is it that it affects people who, like I said, are in a lower poverty level, therefore living in lower income housing, which tends to be grouped closer together, which therefore means people are in closer proximity, which therefore means that the virus can travel faster. It's almost like this has been a thing throughout history, that people that are poor or poorer than other people and living in more densely populated areas regardless of what color their skin is or what freaking genetic markers they have, that viruses spread more easily in densely populated freaking areas. What is so hard about that? Hi, Ghost Dog. Hello, hello, hello. Utah reportedly uses a scoring system that decides a patient's quote risk and eligibility for treatments. While most of the risk factors receive 1 point, non-white race or Hispanic / Latinx ethnicities scores 2 extra points. If it's not okay to do this in favor of white people, why is it okay to do it in favor of other people? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Minnesota, meanwhile, cites federal guidance from the Food and Drug Administration that states race and ethnicity were relevant factors. Yeah, because the FDA is totally the place that studies virology and immunology. Not the fucking CDC or anything. It's the FDA. Wow. Okay. Sure. Again, if it's not okay to do this in favor of white people, it's not okay to do this in favor of Hispanics or black people or Chinese people or anything else. Quote, FDA acknowledgement means that race and ethnicity alone, apart from other underlying health conditions. Wait. Let's read that again. Quote, FDA acknowledgement means that race and ethnicity alone, apart from other underlying health conditions, may be considered in determining a patient's eligibility for monoclonal antibodies, reads the document. The way that's worded, I know that this isn't what they mean, but the way that is worded makes it sound like race and ethnicity is an underlying health condition. Like that, the way that's worded really makes it sound like having a different skin tone or different ethnicity is an underlying health condition. That's how that's worded to me. I don't know. But it's insane. Law group America First Legal claimed the policy's quote blatant discrimination violates federal law. No shit. Like I keep saying, if it's not okay to do this in favor of white people, it is not okay to do this in favor of anybody else. Quote, using a patient's skin color or ethnicity rather than the unique and specific medical circumstances of an individual patient as a basis for deciding who should obtain life-saving medical treatment is appalling, the group wrote in letters obtained by Fox News. No kidding. Holy shit. I swear to God, we are living in the mirror universe. Quote, the color of one's skin is not a medical condition. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So they read it that way too. I'm not crazy. Akin to hypertension, heart disease, or obesity, which are known to aggravate the risk of death or severe illness among those infected with COVID-19, the letter continued. Quote, directing medical professionals to provide or deny medical care based on immutable characteristics like skin color without regard to the particular health condition of the individual patients who are seeking these life-saving antiviral treatments is nothing more than an attempt to establish a racial hierarchy in the provision of life-saving medicine. Yep. Yep. And for some reason it's okay because it's not white people doing it, which is fucked up to me. I don't understand how one person or one group of people were rightfully abhorred for doing that, and then 70 years later, after the civil rights, or 50 years later, 60 years later, after the civil rights movement, now the group of people who had that happen to them, the group of people who were on the receiving end, are like, hey, you know what would be great? If we acted just like the people that we fought to gain rights from, and whose descendants actually agree that equality is a good thing. But you know what? We don't actually believe that those people's descendants think that. We actually hate the white people of today, just for the fact that they're white and the fact that they exist, and because their grandparents did some stupid shit and said some horrible things and treated people horribly. That means that people today who, the people who they say they've changed. No, they're lying. They're lying. They're just hiding their actual racism. So let's be just as bad as we think these people are, instead of rising above and being better than people that we think are treating us a certain way, even though that's no longer happening anywhere near as much. Like, I'm not gonna say that racism doesn't exist anymore. Like, that, I know that there are still white supremacists, okay? But they are way fewer and farther between than they were. And even back in the civil rights days, there were obviously white people that agreed. And going back to the ending of slavery, the abolitionists, white. So, like, obviously, many white people for many hundreds of years helped fight against racism in the other direction. So why in the hell are we flipping the other way? Why? What is the point? What is going to help this situation by doing that? What's this going to fix? Other than, nothing. I don't get it. It's so frustrating. And when you say shit like this, the amount of people that call you racist for asking for simple, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Oh, you're racist. Why? Oh, because you think that we're being racist to white people. Well, you are. But you can't be racist to white people because they've been horrible to us for centuries. What? I just, ugh, I don't understand anymore. I really don't. Okay, another Toronto Sun article, and this is one of the crime the crime columns, the crime hunter column. So, where are we here? Sorry, I'm just trying to find the headline here. Ugh. Stupid thing. So, crime hunter, Prince Andrew's royal flush, Alec Baldwin. Oh, there's a few in this article. So the first one is about Prince. The first part of the article is going to be about Prince Andrew, because the Queen has basically unpersoned him. So Crime Hunter is the title. Crime Hunter, Prince Andrew's royal flush. Alec Baldwin, Millennial Bonnie and Clyde, and Luca Magnotta's latest. Okay. And for those of you who were on the stream or watching the stream last Wednesday, I ended the stream by talking about Luca Magnotta and his ridiculous request to be transferred out of a maximum security prison. Okay, here we go. Article content. Sorry, let me just get through this. They've buried the article content under a whole bunch of miscellaneous nonsense. Oh my god. Why? Why are you doing this to me? You suck. Oh my god. Where's the fucking article? What the hell happened to the way the Toronto Sun was laid out? And why is it not working for me anymore? This has never happened, but it's laid out in this weird... I don't... What are you doing? Sorry, guys, I might not be able to read this. Because I don't know where the text of the article is. Like, they've literally... It's... Yeah, I don't... This... Yeah, I'm gonna have to, That really sucks. Toronto Sun is being an ass. It is. I. That's annoying as fuck. I don't understand why the text of the article was just not there. I'm kind of annoyed by that. I am actually more than a little annoyed by that. I'm very annoyed by that. Let's see if there's another article I can read here. Did I read this one? Do 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 do. All right, let's see if this article will work. If you were published in Toronto, you would be an ass too. Well done, Costin. How can the queen deperson somebody? Well, if it's her own grandson? That is her grandson, right? Andrew is one of her grandsons. Yes, I think so. Because Charles is her son, and Andrew and Harry are his sons. Yeah, okay. So the queen basically, what she did was she stripped him of his military honors and she stripped him of his royal patronage. Like, basically, she I don't know how she can unperson somebody, but she did. She apparently did. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that works because I'm not British, but I guess, you know, she's got to, you know, cut ties with him, and if things come out that he did what he did, then, you know, it's not going to be good for him. Oh, computer, why art thou doing this to me? Really? Really? Uh, she kicked him out of the family then. Yeah, I think so. Pretty much, yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try loading this again because it was like Chrome is not responding. Chrome is not responding. Okay. What the wow. Okay then. So this article I can't even read because when I open it, Chrome dies. I'm not going to scream. I am not going to scream. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Did I leave out any stories in my DMs with myself? Let's see. Very frustrating. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, where am I here? Sorry, guys. It's moving like a turtle. That's been given morphine. it, it's, it's literally, that's what it's doing. It's moving like a turtle that's been given morphine. Okay. All right. There is, I think. No, why did I go there? Oh my god. This is driving me crazy. What's chat saying? Damn, must be really cringe if Chrome said, no, fuck this, I'm out. Nope. Yeah, no kidding, right? No, I literally have StreamYard and Twitter open. That's it. That's it. And I don't even have like anything running on Twitter. It is literally just the Twitter homepage and StreamYard. Monday can't come fast enough. Okay. Like I said, guys, consider going and grabbing some merch or leaving a tip, because gotta get that computer paid off and the keyboard bought. So all right, let's see here. I want to see if I can get one more story. Before we end this, because I think we're gonna have to, because my computer is like, the fan is blowing very loudly. I don't know if you can actually hear it, but let's see. Oh wow, you can hear it. Wow. That's loud. Holy shit. That's my computer fan, guys. That you can hear in the background. That's the computer fan. That's crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, let's do one more story and then we'll turn the computer off. Okay, where am I here? I know there's one that I didn't get, another one I didn't get to. Where are we here? Do. Oh, no, too far. Where is it here? So another big asteroid is apparently coming by us. Um, it's gonna miss us though, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's going to miss us. Sometimes, more and more often, I'm starting to think we need a good whack. And you know, the funny thing is, we say that, but when it happens, we're all going to be like, why did we wish for this? This is horrible. Um, okay. Here we go. Share screen. Okay. Come on. Okay. All right. So, we are going to look at this article here. If it will let me share the fucking screen. All right. It's not even letting me share the screen now. I'm My computer is apparently telling me that it's time to end the stream now. So, before I start crying in rage, I think I might do that. Cuz I don't think I can I don't think I can laugh at this anymore. I think I'm getting too annoyed. Um yeah, I was going to attempt to read a story to you about how a massive asteroid was going to come by and how you might be able to look up and see it with a telescope. But yeah, I can't even share the screen. So the fact that my computer the fan is blowing loudly and it's moving really slowly, I think I'll just put the stream out of its misery. And thank you guys for hanging out with me while I limped along tonight. I'm sorry it kind of sucked. Hopefully, we'll be back to having a good stream on Monday at noon. That should be probably the last stream. Hopefully, with this computer, we'll see. So come by on Monday for the CoffeeStream at noon p.m. And of course, tomorrow, Star Trek stream is happening at 5 p.m. And we're going to do our favorite tech that is non-Federation. So, anything from any other species that's not Federation, or Starfleet, I should say, not human-made, we're going to talk about. So, that'll be fun. Come and see that. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.